All right, not gonna lie, I've been excited to get back to this one. Anytime I get further along on a project than another one, I get kind of excited. So to recap, we got the animations going. We also got that going. We fixed this, adding some things, and so now we're just gonna keep going through the gym prompt framework. Or sorry, gym prompt framework. Oh no, I got it right. Gym prompt framework. So I'm gonna adjust this because I didn't realize I had written like this thing. So I'm gonna do this. Oops. I'm gonna need to do a little bit of writing on the gym prompt framework, which you'll see in a second. These can be icons and just say the words mentioned above when the because you can't hover when you have a thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a I'm not sure I want to do this yet, to be honest. Sure, I want to do that. Because you have the comment right here. Might just highlight these. I'm not sure I want to do it. Yeah, I'm just not sure I want that. Should we add a comment? How into the area. So if a user adds a comment, then hold on. I just realized there's not a headphones in here. Hold on one second. Audio's gonna be trash for the first few minutes. Okay, so we got the brought the headphones in. We're lo-fi here. We're not trying to turn it into production. It's just a little headphone action. Not pretty as a mic. All right, so we're about to roll this over. So essentially, what this paragraph is going to do is it's going to make it so that this comment stuff is editable. On the curate, I need to either today, tomorrow, sometime this week. I'm going to do the formulas, um, the formula of how I manipulate Bolt a little bit. I mean, you can kind of see it if you watch what I'm doing here. Essentially, what I wanted to do there is like make this functional, but also have it so that when a comment is made, it'll go down, because kind of the assumption that we're making is if someone's going to make a comment, they probably are curating, since commenting is a form of curation. And so once they hit save the comment, it'll automatically move to curated. It'll be like if they curated it, but with a note. And right now, oh, okay, it was taking its time a little bit. I got a little worried. Um, so I think I'll move this up here so we know that it is been implemented. We'll keep that highlighted just in case it doesn't implement it the way we want it to. It's pretty good. I actually love that animation. I will say, sometimes as long as you just say animate, uh, like sometimes it'll get you a good animation. Sometimes I like will tell it, and that's when it gets tricky. But when it's using its own intuition and its own capabilities, it usually does do an animation that's pretty like, okay, I see. I like the flavor of that a little bit. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We already handled this part, but we're gonna go ahead and adjust this clicks, and I'm gonna change this to say when a highlight is moved. See, we haven't started subscribers yet. So when a highlight is moved to the done area of the curate page, then it is pushed out to all of the subscribers of that curator user. All right, we're going to add that later because, again, we want to, let's build out the functionality of everything first. Okay, so I decided that I wasn't going to share, huh? Okay, so I've changed some things. I just realized this isn't a separate page, but it's function tied to curation process. So I'm going to change this from curate and skip and to post to X and post to linked. And so we're going to just remove. I think this is going to be the first app. So I'm removing all of like the Gen AI stuff because I think I just want to build another app using Readwise's API. I don't want to do I don't want to involve OpenAI into this quite yet because I think it could be a wholly separate app that Yeah, I think it'd just be a separate app, to be honest. So I'm just going to focus now on just sharing highlights, and that'd be it. This isn't a separate page, but it is a function tied to. Okay. So, hmm. So here's where. So sharing. So, hmm. I don't mind it like moving from shared to the other thing. So I think what'll happen is that if we remove, okay, you remove the sharing page. How much? How much? I might really have to. 10 days. Okay, I can spend this. I can spend 12 million in 10 days. Just wait till we get to double me. Double me is going to require so many credits. Holy crap! Uh, it might need all 12. Honestly, uh, can you? Which is we're gonna get to double me. I got like one more day of doing something, and then I'll tell you what I was doing for the last 5 days in a second, or like in another video. Can you move the sharing page? Here. So I name these differently so I could just name the pages rather than saying like the sharing page in the Curate app or the profile page in the Curate app. So we're not going to do. So I think, and the reason that the learner, the reason why the learner users don't have profiles because you don't need a profile. Because we decided to really take advantage of the Readwise API, we actually need curators. If they're gonna bring their highlights from Readwise, they need to be Readwise users. And in order to bring in their highlights, we need a Readwise token. Highlight that up here. Oh, nope. That's not what I needed, anyways. So in the Readwise area, it says you need a Readwise access token. And we don't want to build, I'm not sure I want to quite build this for like all of the highlighters out there. I know that's kind of like whatever, but I just decided that I just want to focus on Readwise for this action right now. Um, just to see if it's viable. Because again, I'm building this just for me, and I think other people might find it interesting, but I really don't care because this is just an app that I'm building for me to be able to share out the stuff that I'm reading in an easy and intuitive way. Remove the sharing page. But I do have an idea, like even though it's just for me, I have an idea of what I want to do. So this profile page is going to be interesting because as we kind of chatted about before, the 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 curator pages are going to kind of look like link in bios. You'll make sense later, but it'll basically look like link in bios. It's taken a little bit longer to think, so I might go into settings just to make sure. It's gonna be a pretty simple app. It doesn't need to be extensive. Oh, they used 100,000 tokens. Wow. Okay, good to know. Should not have used that much. That's why I was just saying. So, doing diffs. Hmm. I did not put this here. Hmm. Okay. Um, okay. Let's keep going. I don't know why it's taking that much. Okay, so I'm not gonna include this because we don't need it. So I'm gonna just say once the highlight has been curated. So I'm gonna pull that. But I'm gonna add context on the curate page. Okay, we'll just hope that that takes place. So we talked about the curators page link right here, but we didn't actually. So we probably need to build the curators page link. Now that I think about that. So learn app, clipbook, profile, curator page. Oh, we did. Cool. Okay. Okay. So I think we got to do usernames. Shoot, that's too early. Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna skip that actually. So I'm not gonna do curator page links. I'm gonna try and do everything I can to not have to. So we think we implemented that, but we aren't sure. So we're going to highlight, or we're going to do that and bold it. Or so we're going to skip all of this, I guess. That's not great. Yeah, subscribers, the curator page are going to require Superbase because the curator page is going to be tied to a username because social media app. So we're going to let people have usernames. Just for their curators, not for the subscribers. Subscribers will just have their email because they're not going to have a profile. So let's go to the highlight rows then. Okay, let's do discover. Okay, let's do one at a time on this. Make sure they get it right. Okay, okay. So, uh, on the Discover page, remove the images for the curators. Also, remove the text that describes what they curate. The tags that are underneath their names can be tied to their top 3 used tags coming from their. Okay, so I realized I missed something. So right here on the curate, we didn't pull in the tags. Curate page for all highlights. The tags that are associated with them in read wise should be present up with a maximum of 3 tags. I only use 1 tag, usually max 2, but mostly I only use 1 tag because I save it in Rome and I need it to only be in one place, not one highlight in multiple places. But I realized it doesn't have a tag system for all highlights. Tags that are associated with the highlights in readwise present in the application. The readwise API should the tags can appear underneath the highlight and above the comment. Skip. Okay, so on the highlight reels, it'll probably have a share, right? Okay. Okay, I need to. Oh my gosh, I'm finding so many things. Okay, a lot of UI stuff. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save these. I save what I'm seeing, or I'm going to miss it. Highlight reel page to change the save button to one that says if a user is both a curator and a learner, they should have a button that says is a loop of errors. That button is called relay. Okay, save button that says clip with a scissors icon. We also want to remove the comment. Also remove the comment. So when they click on the comment icon, the comment that the curator added to that highlight in the curate page will animate so that the user can read. I think we'll have it so that. All right. Well, I think it's tricky because I think we're gonna have to have it so that the relays can only happen in clip books if someone is not a curator. So okay. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to change a lot. It's probably gonna cost me 200,000 because I didn't think ahead of time. Have to adjust a lot of things. If a curator mostly curates, these tags will show users, all the users of the application what the top three subjects that a curator curates. So I think this is coming because oh no. I don't know what's happening, but I'm feeling something messed up with the tags. Again, I'm have to roll this back and just eat it that they won't have tags. Yeah. Roll it back. Is there a way to add tags from to the highlights on the curate page? Readwise API. All right, I'm just gonna try and see if there's a different way to do it without causing a bunch of stuff. I knew I was gonna make it go crazy. Tags are not an easy thing because they have different rules and that stuff. Also, I'm using mock information. All right, cool. That's fine. We'll just let it chill. That's kind of lame, though. I'm not gonna lie. Because the tag's right here. But whatever. All right, here. I just want it to be clean. It's just gonna be. I'm also gonna change this. Uh, I'm not sure what it's gonna say, but essentially, like, I don't want it. Hmm. I don't want it to. Sorry, it's doing some things that I'm noticing now, like this on the. Can't even type correctly. Ugh. Lights page. Remove the fixture icon from the lights cards. We're doing UI at the same time, which I normally wouldn't do, but it's gonna annoy me because as we found, we didn't include tags. Cool. All right, because this is gonna be username. Okay, let's go back to Discover. Good night. Select their curator profiles. I'm gonna let them put their own tags in because I just saw that the tags really threw off Readwise and Bolt. So I think if I let the curators choose their tags and it shows up there, like we could just solve that aspect of the problem. Okay. Turn the trending and leaderboards into lines, into rows, where the trending and leaderboard sections are side by side, and the rows are the first and names of the curators, the tags that they choose in their curator profile, the number of subscribers broken down into simplified numbers. So 5. 453 becomes 12 5K. Keep the arrow icon to the far right of the row. I like that arrow because eventually we'll have their curator pages linked to that, or curator links attached to that. So let's work on that. And then let's see where we are on time. Hopefully we're at about 30 minutes. Yep. All right. We're going to pause this one. We'll keep recording later and move to a different project.